everyone, welcome back to the channel. Feels like I've not filmed for ages. The kids have been off school for a week, so I've not been able to do any filming. They've been wild. Let me tell you, they've been wild. So we're going to continue with this page from Layla Dooley's Walk in the Woods. So we've only got this one little illustration to do, and then this page is done. And then after that we'll be moving on to A Colour Along in Small Victories by Johanna Basford. So stay tuned for that. There's a trusty emergency vehicle going past just as I press record, 33 seconds into the video. Cool. Oh, another one as well. Oh, it's a fire engine. 2 fire engines. I'll let you know the juice later. Right, so I'm going to bring the camera down here. So it's the squirrel I've been dreading doing. So I'm going to do, I've actually not printed a reference picture out to look at colours. So that's not really the best, but I'm just going for that really, you know, the red squirrels that have got that really deep brown red colour to them. I'm going to go for that, or I'm going to attempt to. And then all the mushrooms and leaves are going to be the same colours as what we've used on those. So if you've already got those pencils out and you've kept them out for a week to continue with this, then I applaud you, because mine are everywhere. In fact, I'm not even quite sure what pencils are used anymore for that. But I thought we'll start with the squirrel first. So as always, when I'm colouring, I like to pick out the lightest colour that I'm going to use first. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be something like this, a cadmium orange 111, and this is going to get the undertone of that really vibrant orangey red colours that we're going to have with a squirrel. So all over everywhere, I'm just going to give him this little light layer of this. So if you can hear children in the background, you probably will at some point, because they can't stay quiet for too long, then that's all it is. It's just my kids going wild. But the daddy's in the house, the daddy's downstairs, they are being supervised. I've not just locked them out. I promise. Dear me. So yeah, it's been a busy week, let's just say that. We've not really been anywhere either. No, we've not really done anything, to be honest. It's quite bad. You know, sometimes you just need that rest. But they have been watching one of the family shows over here, the programmes that come on telly. You've probably got it everywhere, because they have it everywhere, don't they? Britain's Got Talent. But obviously you've got the America's Got Talent. I think it's everywhere, isn't it? But yeah, Britain's Got Talent's been on all week, so they've been watching that. But it's been driving me insane, because normally I put the kids to bed anywhere from 7 p.m. like to 8 p.m. You know, they're not the latest I take them upstairs for bed is 8 p.m. normally. And they was like, oh, can we watch Britain's Got Talent? Can we watch Britain's Got Talent? And I was like, oh, go on then, thinking it's like not on too late. And I was thinking it'd just be on for an hour, you know, like an hour's show. So my daughter said it comes on at 8 o'clock. I thought, all right, okay, it'll go off at 9. So it's been on for 2 hours every night, so it only went off at 10 p.m. And then I'm like, the kids have been running right around my living room every night all week until 10 p.m. and I'm just I'm exhausted. You know, when you just need that time, when it comes to 7 p.m, 8 p.m, and you're like, oh yes, get the kids in bed, have a nice quiet brew. And I've just not had any of it all week. I am exhausted. But there we go. That's another reason why I haven't filmed, because there's been no quiet time. But by the time I've put them in bed at night, I've been going to bed. I'm like, what? So I'm going to start off with some brown tones now. So I'm just going to sharpen this pencil. I do apologise because it is a noisy sharpener. This is the sharpener I use for anyone interested. It's the 10 Win. You can get it in different designs, but they're all the same. It's just different coloured casing on them, I think. But you pop your pencil in the top and it takes it in and pushes it back out again when it's done. But it's very noisy, so I apologise. I'll move it away from the microphone. And these are the nice points it gives you. So there we go. That's that. So I think at the minute I'm dreading this, because I'm really bad. I've said I really struggle with fur that constantly changes direction, you know, especially around these bits. I struggle with this one on the mouse, but the squirrel's kind of got one here, and he's got lots around the tail area, and then this arm what's here, and I don't know how the fur would change direction from the top of his arm to his back and his neck. I really need to go and watch some tutorial videos, and the best ones for stuff like that are the people that do the pet portraits, you know, the pastel or the colour pencil pet portraits. I think are the best people to watch. So this is the Burnt Sienna 283, and I'm just going to pick out some dark areas with this. So I think in the ear we would just go for a bit of darkness there. I think around the eye as well. We'll just go around the eye. So I'm just getting some colours in, basically. So this video will just be the squirrel. It's going to take me quite a while to get all the colours into this squirrel. So we're not even going to think about the background in this part. And then part 2 will be all the foliage and the mushrooms. So I'm just going to buff around the eye a little bit. Small circular motions, very light touch on your pencil. Just to soften your edges and get that going around. Now what I've thought about on this one, he's not crying, he's laughing. Or he's pretend crying. Pretend crying. That's another thing they keep doing lately, and it's winding me up because I think they're actually crying, and I rush in the room and they're like, I'm like, what's the matter? And they all stop and look at me. And I'm like, will you stop doing that? Sometimes it sounds like he's crying when he's laughing, and other times the fake crying, like playing a game. Like, man. Anyway, what I was saying about the fur is that the body of the squirrel, I'm going to try to do quite soft looking, so you can see how I'm softening around this eye a lot now. And then the tail, I'm going to have it more bushy, so that's when we're going to come in with the big strokes, hopefully. Big kind of fluffy hair strokes, but again, we'll just see how it pans out, I think. Just see how it pans out. So there we go, let's try and a bit of this brown up there to the tip of the ear. Put a bit here as if there's a bit of a shadow going on. And then I'm going to pop a little bit around here where the whiskers are coming out, I think. I'll be glad when this page is over though. It's been one of them where I'm just kind of not really enjoyed it, and I don't know why. I think it's because everything, well, the furry little animals have been a bit daunting for me, a bit challenging, so when I've been coming on to do them I am feeling a bit anxious whilst I'm colouring it. And you know, colouring shouldn't be like that, should it? It shouldn't make you feel anxious. You should be chilled out when you're colouring. But always colouring animals gives me that feeling of, you know, I could really mess this up. But then I think, oh well, because you've messed loads of pages up and you just brush it off, so what's different about this one? I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. I think now though, because the other 3 have turned out so nice, I'm like, man, if I mess this one illustration up of the whole page, I will be kicking myself. So I'm going to get some of this darkness coming from where these little lines are, so kind of medium to hard pressure at the edge and then softening those lines. Again, medium to hard pressure on the line art and then softening around the edges of it. Oh, the neighbours at the back of us were having a party last night. I don't know whether it was the daughter's birthday or something. And the light, it's the houses at the back of us, but the light round the corner, if you know what I mean. So if you go out through my front door, turn left, you go down a street, and then it's those houses down that street that back onto the back of our house. Well, yeah, they were having a party last night and they were blaring tunes till, God, it was past midnight. It was about 20 to 1 or something like that. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Trusty old hay fever again. Yeah, it was about 20 to 1. past midnight. There was still blaring music, and I thought, I'd hate to be their next door neighbour, their actual next door neighbour. I wonder if anyone complained. It was so loud, the music. I could hear it on my Ring doorbell that's at the front of the house. And their house is around the corner in the next street, and I could hear it. Bump, bump, bump. Oh, fud, 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 whatever. On the Ring doorbell. So can you imagine the neighbours? How loud it would have felt to them. Jeez. No, I'm glad I don't live next door to them. I don't mind so much now. I mean, it was irritating because when you hear fud, 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 and it's crap music as well. I'm not into that kind of music. Proper crap music, right? At one point, they were playing Venga Boys, boom, boom, boom. And I was just like, no. And then all you could hear them going was boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, oh, cringe. I hate that song now. I mean, you get a bit nostalgia when you hear it, but I'm like, ew. How did we ever like those songs? In the 90s. Was it the 90s? I think so. So yeah, we're just softening and bringing it together a bit. Hopefully. So I think next I'll do, obviously we're going to have a shadow under here, aren't we? Where the arm is kind of shadowing. This is the second leg. So this is the leg hiding behind this leg. And I don't think we've got any feet sticking out, have we, or have we? Is that a foot? Yeah, that's a foot. Let me get the initial orange back. Get your orange back, and yeah, that's his foot. Is there any more feet where I'm at it? No, can't see any right now. But yeah, I'm going to go around here with this dark pencil and under here as well. I think I might not even put any hair strokes into its body. I might just make it appear dark and light with different colours, and then just make its tail with the hair strokes and leave the body, if you know what I mean. And then it gives that softness and texture. I think I might do that. That'll make it easier for me. You don't always have to do the hair strokes. I think I feel compelled to do it like that ever since having a go at the pet portraits when I used to do the Fabercastell pet portraits. I've actually been looking, I've been scrolling on Amazon again for some more pastel paper and some different kind of soft pastels to do another pet portrait maybe. I don't know, keep leaking. I really enjoyed the outcome. Like the pet portraits I've done in the past, I thought, wow, have I done that? It's kind of been a sense of, I can't believe I've done that. That's actually quite good. But getting to that point, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of hours that goes into one of them pet portraits. So it's very time consuming but rewarding at the same time. So I kind of have that pro and con thing about it. Whereas the little gouache paintings that I do and the bookmarks that I do are sort of only 2 hours work, sometimes 3. So that's more of a sort of instant satisfaction with doing something smaller scale like that. Do you get like that? Because it's not just artwork, you know, it's colouring pages as well. It's like if you compare one of these small illustrations that you may colour to, I don't know, a double page Kirby Roseanne spread, say. You know, you'd have to be in the mood for that double page, wouldn't you? But once it's done, it's that thing of looking at it and going, wow, I did that. But you've just got to be in the mood, haven't you? You got to be in the mood. If I start a double page Kirby spread and I'm not in the mood, I am messing it up. Guaranteed. 100%. 100%. Right, I'm going to make it shadowed around this leaf. So we'll have some darkness there. I will bring some red and orange, more orange tones to this as well, but I initially want to get down everywhere where I want it to be darker first. So yeah, we're just going to do that first, and then you've got a little guide there where you want to bring in other colours, because you know how much sort of tooth of the paper you've got left then. It's Sunday today, so I've just made us all a Sunday tea. Because I'm dieting, I can have the meat and veg, that's no problem. But I can't have the, well I could, but I'd only be able to have one, I think. I can't really have the sausage wrapped in bacon. Or the Yorkshire puddings. So I left them off mine. And I just had the chicken, carrots, peas, mashed potato and roast potato. Fills you up same though. Fills you up the same. I do miss a good Yorkshire pudding though. I'm going to do that line there, quite harshly at first, with a really quite hard pressure. I'm in there. And then soften the edge. Do it dark around the edge as well of the squirrel's bum bum. And down his back. So down the back, over his little hump on his back. You get that initial line in first, then you can soften it. So then you can just use your lighter pressure and your small circular motions to pull that line out and blend it into the rest of the squirrel. So if you saw my community post, I did post that I'd be finishing this page, then starting a page in Small Victories, and I also put on about doing a giveaway soon. So I've not filmed that video yet, but it's in the pipelines. Well, the giveaway will be like a little bundle from my Etsy shop. So you'll get a little package with an art print, a bookmark and some stickers. So, and anyone can enter. You can be anywhere in the world. Hopefully the post won't get lost, but yeah, you can enter from anywhere and I will ship that out to you if you win, that is. Otherwise, if you would like to purchase anything, my Etsy store is open worldwide as far as I know about. If I've done these listings right, should be worldwide shipping. Might be a little bit more expensive for the shipping depending where you are, but that's just because that's how much it costs to get to that country, unfortunately, with the tracking, because I don't use tracking for UK ones because they tend to get there okay, but with something, if I'm shipping abroad, I will be sending it tracked just so I can keep an eye on where something's gone if it does get lost, because you know, all manner of things can happen when you ship abroad, so it's better just to get the tracking on that, I think. Right, I'm going to soften the edges of this bit up here where I'm here. Just soften that right in. And then we'll soften this bit up around the arm. Pull that up a bit. You can go over the top of the little bit of orange we put down. There's still tooth left in the paper to get more pencil colours in there, more tones and things. Yeah, so it's Britain's Got Talent final tonight, should I say. I'm just a bit worried because it obviously only goes off at 10 o'clock and the kids are back to school tomorrow. They're back to school in the morning, so I'm like, eek. I hope they go straight to sleep once it's gone off. So yeah, we'll just have to see. And then in the morning I'll be struggling to wake them up for school. It's only once. This is the last time. It's the final, so that's it then. Early nights every night after that. Yep, early nights. we'll just do his little paw here. Get that in. Get that burnt sienna right in there. They have just come upstairs, so if you hear them quite loudly, that's why. Right, so I'm going to stick to doing the body for now. Why it's a different kind of texture that we're doing to the tail. So next up I'm going to bring some of those nice red tones in. So I've got quite a punchy red to start with. This is an India red 192, and this is very vibrant. So I'm just going to start off around the darkest kind of areas and get that in around here first, kind of around this area. So you can see, if you've looked at reference pictures of red squirrels, some of them are really dark, like this colour, all over. They really are quite a vibrant reddy brown. And then some are more orangey. I'm going to get a variety of colours in here, I think, and mix them all up. Ugh, ignore my son if you heard that talking to his sister. I don't know. It's like a queue for the toilet when anybody needs it, because we've only got one toilet in the house. One toilet, one upstairs bathroom. That's all this house has. I'm going to pop a bit of this red on its foot as well. So I'm kind of going over everywhere where we've just been with the burnt sienna. So I'm adding some of this colour. It's going to be really nice. I'm wondering, I'm going to have to pause the video or something while I go and see what colours the tails are, because I'm unsure if they've got a bit of white on the tails. I don't want to second guess it. I want to have a proper look. So when it comes to that point, I will just head off and have a quick look. But it will be like I've never gone anywhere for you. So start the video very quickly and then edit it together. And it'll be like I've never gone anywhere. Right. Let's soften that bit there. Round the leg. I went to my Slimming World class the other day and she was like, oh, it's so many days until Christmas. I was like, what? There's people on Christmas countdown already. I'm like, wait a minute. I love Christmas, but I just don't like the cost of it. It is a nightmare. But it's my birthday this month. It's my birthday month, mine and my daughter's. I love that we share a birthday. I proper love it. So my youngest daughter was born on my birthday, so we share the same birthday. There's another emergency vehicle. What's going past this time? No idea. Ambulance. Ambulance this time. Fire engines and ambulances. Doesn't sound good, does it? He's looking a nice colour. What name should we give to this little squirrel? Should we give him a name or her? Don't know, is it a her? Could be a rosy looking at the colour of this pencil. Very rosy red. They're in the bathroom next door. I think they're cleaning their morches. I think they're called morches. They're like a little toy. They're like a little fidget kind of toy. You squeeze them. They're like squishy. But yeah, they're that type of squishy where they get mucky really easily. They get dirt stuck to them and hairs stuck to them. So they keep washing them in the bathroom sink. and then putting baby talc on them, baby powder on them. Because apparently that's what you do to keep them soft, stop them getting sticky. Put baby powder, wash them, then put baby powder on them. So that's what they keep doing in my bathroom. So I keep finding baby powder all over the bathroom floor, which is just amazing. Amazing. To be fair, there's worse things I've had on my bathroom floor. Worse things than baby powder, like mud. Oh, was it my little boy? I think it was my little boy, you know. It was only like 2 summers ago. I think he brought one of his diggers into the house and he'd collected loads of soil in the back of the digger, and then he just tipped the digger out. He just tipped the digger up into my living room and it had all this mud, and all this mud just went all over my living room floor. I had a literal pile of mud, and I just looked at him and I thought, what are you doing? I was like, no. They brought worms in my house. I'm like, jeez, just keep those outside, will you? Disgusting. So yeah, baby talc's kind of alright when I think about it. Not too bad, is it? Throw it round the room because so yeah, if you can hear banging next door to me, that's what they're doing. Or that's what I assume they're doing. Or why are they shouting me? See, they still shout me. The father is with them, but they still shout me. They never shoot Dad. Never. Never ever. They'll walk past Dad to get to me, to ask me to do something. And I just look at them perplexed, like, oh, I'm coming back as a man. I'm coming back as a man. Oh dear. You've laughed, haven't you? Let's get some more of that colour down. So it's looking quite soft. I like how this is looking actually, but I feel like we need to get some orangey tones into him now. So I'm going to go in with Sanguine 188. And again, I'm just going over bits that I've already gone over, but I'm bringing some of these extra colours in there. So we're starting to slowly fill up all your white space now. You might not get many more layers, so think carefully about what colours you want to put down and the space you want to be leaving for those colours. So I'm thinking about highlights as well, where we might want to leave something that's really bright in the fur out. So the lightest colour that we put down first was the cadmium orange, was it? The 111. So maybe think about an area you might want to put a really bright orangey highlight in like that. If you do, make sure that you're very careful about what you're putting into that area now, because you need enough tooth in the paper left to get that colour down, wherever you may want to put it. I'm thinking definitely a bit lighter around here somewhere, maybe around the face, and maybe a little bit around here. So I'm just leaving a bit of tooth in the paper left there, if that made any sense at all. Yeah, the washing marches. I've got a really dirty chick, I just heard my daughter say. That's one of the marches, it's a little chicken. Oh dear. Oh dear. Please do not start fighting outside my door. Right, I'm gonna get some of this colour here under the arm. Into the neck. I'm on drying duty. Just heard my daughter say I'm on drying duty. One of them must be washing all the marches. One's drying and one's throwing talc on them. And my bathroom will resemble I don't know what when they've done. Right, so let's soften the edges of where I'm going with this colour, but still remembering where I want it to be a bit brighter, so leaving some tooth in the paper left there. This is what it sounds like in my house. It's constant children bickering, like just bickering. And then the occasional fight breaks out where they're chasing each other up and down the stairs, kicking each other. That's fun and games, isn't it? Right, I'm going to darken up around his face as well. So I'm going to darken up where we went with the other darker colours. I'm going to keep it lighter around this area, I think. So about there. Let's darken up this ear. And we'll darken up the top of the head. So the only place we're leaving out for it to be a bit lighter is around this area of that bit. So I'm just going to go around the back of the squirrel as well with this colour and just bring a bit of that to the centre. Can you hear them bickering? Oh dear. Right, so that's that bit where we want to be with that colour, I think, pretty much. And then, I don't know whether to go in with a bit of terracotta, because this is going to be a bit more orangey again. Terracotta 186, so very carefully around where we've been, but still not going into the areas where we want a bit brighter, because we're going to save the cadmium for that. Put a bit more around the arm. This is making him a bit more orangey. Can really, where the areas are where you know you don't want to put any other colour pencils, you can really push this into the paper now. So the only areas I'm going to go back in with pencil now are the ones I've left out. Everything else can be sort of burnished, or you can really push down with your pencil. Just leave the areas you want the cadmium orange to go. So let's go around his back again. I'm just lightly going into that area with this pencil. Barely touching the paper there on those bits where we want the cadmium orange to go. There we go. So now we can get that lightest orange in. So now we're going to go back in with the cadmium orange 111. And I'm going to start off very light at first. Just lightly go into those areas and see how it's coming out. Because I don't want it to be too in your face. I just want it to be a gentle highlight. That's really nice actually. Really nice. And then go into the areas that you've left down here. So it's as though he's out in the sun and the sun's shining on that bit of his fur, and you can really see the colours in it. I think that's how I'd describe it. Now his tail is going to be, I've not referenced the picture yet, but I'm definitely going to do the tail lighter in colour. So we'll do a bit of the deeper colour at the base here, but then it's going to really go off into the brighter oranges, I think, on that one. So just before I move on to the tail, I'm going to deepen up around the black area of its eyes. So black 199, I'm just going to deepen up that area. And then at the end, I will make that highlight brighter as well with my white gel pen. But we're going to move on to the tail. So I think I'm going to bring some Nougat into the mix for the tail, for the base. So 178, Nougat 178. So I'm just going to spin it around this way a little bit. And I'm going to start off at the base, and I'm just going to start bringing some little lines out, because what we're going to do with the tail is we're going to build up on these hair strokes. So at first it always looks a bit sort of the ugly stage, shall we say, but with the tail you can afford to go long lines as well. You can have some shorter ones, but you can afford to go really long with your strokes. It's going to be a really fluffy squirrel anyway. I can't stop sneezing. Bless me. I have to eat my hay fever tablets. It's always this time in the evening where it starts off again. It's like the tablets have worn off or something. But you can't have any more. You can only take them once a day, can't you? So the next time I can take some will be tomorrow morning. And I double up on them as well, because there's two different allergy tablets you can get. One's loratadine and one's citrusine, is it? Something like that. So I do take one of each every morning because it's quite bad, my hair fever. Well, you can tell I've taken 2 tablets and it still don't work. Oh, another emergency vehicle. Actually, I'm going to erase that. Don't put brown up right on the edge of the tail. I apologise. But I want to keep the edge of the tail a bit brighter than the bottom bits. So I'm just skim my kneadable eraser over there a little bit. It doesn't matter if we erase the cadmium orange that we put down first. You can just go back over with a thin layer of the cadmium orange. Don't worry about that. If you've done it already, that is. I might have got there before you did it. But next up, we're going to add some burnt sienna 283 into it. So again, we're doing the same thing over and over, but we're just building up and building up on it, basically. But the darker colours are going to be right at the base. So this colour, I'm not going to take it all the way up. I'll probably not even take it past here maybe. And just keep it right at the bottom. And then gradually, slightly lighter colour, slightly lighter colour, slightly lighter colour, till we get to the tip, and the tip's quite bright. Like that, I think. I think that's what we'll do. And you can always go back in again as well. Say I've started off with my darkest colour now, and I've gone all the way through all my light colours. If I still think, oh, I'd like my darks to be a bit darker, you can then go back in with your darks and go over the top again. Right, as long as you've not filled up completely the tooth of the paper, you can keep going in with your layers. That's absolutely fine. Just keep tweaking what you want to tweak. But yeah, with a squirrel's tail, you can really afford to do the very long sort of strokes on there. Just turn you around a little bit. So yeah, you might want to pull them up a bit further, but maybe a bit lighter, so you may want to come up here, but very light ones, so just like it's an a sort of undercolour, undertone up there. So you're filling up the tooth of the paper, but very gradually at the top. Don't want too much depth up there. And I will come in with this one, I think, India Red 192. I'm only going to put a little bit of this in right at the base. I'm going to put a little bit of this colour in, not too much. If I want to add some more later, I can come back and add some more, but for now, just to start off with, I think we'll just do a little bit. I'm just going to pull one of the lines up through the centre a little bit and at the edge. Oh, who's been watching Coronation Street if you're in the UK or wherever you get Coronation Street? Whoever gets shown Coronation Street on the telly, it's like a soap. Oh, I actually had to watch some of it and catch up the other day because I've missed it all. I was like, no, I've missed all the drama. So I went and watched it all and catch up. It's like, what is going on? Right, I'm going to go in now with this Venetian Red 190. So again, I'm always starting at the base of the tail, and we can bring a bit of this colour further up because it's like a lighter, it's like a reddy brown tone, but it's like a lighter reddy brown tone, just so we can ease into those oranges a bit easier. And we're filling up more of the paper as well, which makes it easier to bring everything together at the end if you've got plenty of colours down in there. So I'm just coming up on this side of the tail, just the bits that sort of touch the body. I'm really getting some of this colour, just going up there into that area. That's next door laughing. I don't know whether that picked up on the camera or not. She's got a contagious laugh, that lady next door. It's funny. I always hear her through the walls. Like something's tickled her fancy. No, I'm only joking. Something's just tickled her. Yeah, so I was going to film tomorrow, but I've got someone coming out now to sort the damp out on the walls. The damp and the mould. So he's putting a fungicide treatment on the walls or something, or some sort of treatment anyway. So yeah, I can't film tomorrow now because I don't know what time they're going to turn up. So yeah, I thought I'll film a little bit tonight. And then part 2 will be whenever I can fit it in. Hopefully you won't have to wait over a week for it this time though. Part 2 should go up within a couple of days of this one. I think. It should do. So I'm going to come in with some orange tones now. Let's have a look at this Sanguine 188. Let's go in with that next. Let's go right at the edge of the tail. I'm going to have to erase around the edge because I've gone over a little bit. We'll erase around there after. Can you see how it's all coming together? You've got all the different colours coming through on the tail. I'm obviously leaving the end lighter, and I'm even going to bring some cream, I think, right into the tip of the tail to keep it really quite a bit lighter than what's at the bottom of the tail. I'm just trying to work out now, within these next couple of colours I'm going to start turning an angle here. These are the bits that scare me. That's blurry, isn't it? Oh, that's blurring. That's a horrible angle. Let me try and get the camera to go in a different position. Oh gosh, everything's falling off my desk. Let's move you in that way. That might be a bit better. So, moving up with this colour and trying to make a turn now, so very gradually turning these lines. You can go in with soft lines to start with if you want, just to make sure that we know where we're going with it. Next up, we're gonna go in with, have we been in with this one yet? Have we been in with Terracotta? My mind's playing tricks on me, I've gone blank. Now we went in with bit sienna, we went in with India red, we went in with Polychromos and Sanguine. Have we been in with Terracotta? I don't know, I can't remember, but we'll go back in with it. Go back in with Terracotta just to get some more through it. I mean, we might not have been in with it yet, I don't know. I've completely forgot. We need to fill up some of this white space now anyway at the top. So it's not a bad thing if we are using it twice. And put it in there. There we go. Then I'm going to add the lightest colour we've got, Cadmium Orange 111. So I'm going to go in with this. You can see it's bringing that nice orange colours in now. I'm going to bring a bit of cream or a bit of ivory into the tip of the tail around this area as well shortly. I'm just twisting that colour around there. Soften that a little bit. Right, let's find our ivory or cream, either will do. We'll see what comes out for pencil case first. Cream. So cream 102, and we'll go into that lighter area with it, and that'll give it that really nice yellowy tone. Yellowy creamy tone, and we can even bring a bit of that down. Coming through here. And then, as I mentioned earlier, if you take a step back and you think, oh, I want to bring more darks a bit further up, you can then go back in with your burnt sienna, and you can bring a few of your strokes up there if that's what you want to do. See how we've got a more prominent line there. If you want to bring some of them up there, you can do. Again, if you want to go back in with other colours, if you want to go back in with your India red, I'll put a few more of that in. I mean, this paper takes layers like a boss. It's really, the polys work really nice on this paper actually. Really good. And then maybe go back in with Sanguine. I don't know, and you can just add more and more of these colours in there. I'm just going back in with cream to soften this bit of a line that we've got created there. I'm going to bring in a bit of the Pompion. No, that's not Pompion. Where's the Pompion? Venetian red. Where's the Pompion gone? Where's it gone? Have I chucked it away? Have we got rid of it? Where's it at? Oh, I don't know where it is. Let's use the Venetian red instead. Let's use the Venetian red. Pop a bit more of that in. I'll bring a bit more of this colour up here. Very carefully. Don't want too much of it. Just a little pop or something. There we go. And I think we'll get our white highlight in his eye. So the angle that this light is at is really making it look horrible. But it's really quite nice. I promise you. So I'm going to give him a little bit of a sparkle in his eye. There we go. And then I'll pop some little magical dots around his body as well, because I just can't help myself. And there is actually a little line art spots here and there, so let's just add a bit of magic and sparkle, as though he's just run through a flower full of pollen. I don't know, maybe he has. He's run through a field of pollen. I would put a little highlight on his nose, but he's not got much of a nose there, has he? I popped a little one on the little mouse there. Let's see, maybe a little bit on the top. A little line on this one. Maybe something like that, right on the very edge. I don't know. I get carried away sometimes. I've done little highlights over the years as well, but they're not really. Maybe a bit at the top of that ear, where it would be hitting the light, but yeah, and I think that's it. You could perhaps put a few little lines where the tail goes lighter, because that's where we've got a bit of light hitting the tails. You could do a few lines going around. Remember the movement of the tail though, the direction that you want the highlights going into. There we go, and I think we'll leave it at that, shall we? So I will zoom out just so we can see the overall page properly. So if I ignore the mess on my desk, it is an absolute monstrosity over here. But here's what we've got going on. If my camera will stay still. Stay. No, it doesn't want to. I've got pencils everywhere. My gosh, I really have. But yeah, that's the page so far. Let me move out the light. So we've got a little snail and mushroom. We've got a little mouse, little field mouse, and then we've got our little squirrels. So all we need to do is all the background. So when I come on in part 2, I won't be flapping as much, because literally all the colours are colours we've used in the background of every single one. We've kind of used the same kind of colours. So that will be the same on this one as well. And then that's that page done. I really like how it's looking actually. Really like how it's turned out. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. So you don't always have to do hair strokes. I mean, I did on the tail, but in regards to the actual animal itself, don't think that you always have to put the fur strokes in, because you don't. You can create a nice illustration without doing that as well. So it's entirely up to you. But yeah, you might have noticed to the side of me as well, I've zazzed up my little sketchbook. This is my mini one, but I've just started doing a few floral graphite pencil sketches in. But these are some of my stickers in my shop. So this is a matte, this is on matte vinyl, this is the ostrich, but I am going to print some glossy as well, so watch out on the shop if you prefer glossy. I'm going to print some glossy. This one is a glossy, see the glitch shine there. This is a glossy lemur. That's not available at the shop, that's just something I did. We've got a glossy red panda, we've got a glossy elephant. So inside here I've done this little one. This was a really cheap sketchbook off Temu. I ordered it when my girls ordered something off Temu. You can see the ghosting. It's very thin paper. So we've got that little one that I did, and then that little one there. So they're alright. They keep sitting down on the couch and just sketching out, because they only take like 10-15 minutes max to do. So I've enjoyed doing them. The only thing is with pencil, with drawings with pencil, does anybody else hate the smudges? I've sprayed these with a fixative that you can use, but really, honestly, I hate the smudging. I have to keep getting the kneadable eraser out and just erasing all the smudges. This big smudge. Oh no, that's where I put my name, isn't it? It's ghosting through. I keep thinking the smudges all over there. It's not, it's the page there. It's the page there. But never mind. So if you are interested in any stickers, bookmarks, art prints, check out the Etsy store. I'll also be putting on very soon, I've not done it yet, some mystery sticker packs. So I'll be sticking these on these little labels onto some stickers wrapped up. You'll not know what you're getting. It will be a mystery, but you won't get any duplicates. Definitely will not get any duplicates. These are the kind of stickers we've got. We've got the sycamore gap tree. All these are my original art, my paintings that I've made into stickers. So these are all original pieces. The sycamore gap tree, the elephant you've just seen. We do have some glossy oranges. I'm thinking about making this one bigger, or should I leave it that size? I don't know. We've got the cute red panda. We've got the ostrich. We've got the hummingbird. I only did them a couple of days ago. So I printed the beautiful sticker, that one. We've got the butterfly. All these are hand cut, so I've cut around all these with my bare hands. We've got matte orangutans and glossy orangutans. We've got matte lemurs as well as the glossy ones. We've got the nice glossy strawberries, which are one of my favourites because they just look really good on this glossy paper. You could eat that, couldn't you? You could almost eat it. The glossy lemur. That's a matte orange. Now, I don't think that came out well, so I won't be making any more of the matte orange. I think the glossy ones are much better. Where are they? The glossy ones are much nicer. Again, matte elephants, smaller sycamore trees, and we've got the lilies, which I need to do more of. These lilies are stunning. Stunning glossy lilies. So, and I might be, if I produce any more art as well, I'll be making those into stickers. So there's always going to be more than this as well available in the mystery packs, because as I make more artwork, I will make more stickers as well of that artwork. So yeah, I think I've done enough chatting for today, haven't I? So stay tuned for part 2 of this one as well, where we'll be doing the background and completing the page. So I do hope you enjoyed this video. Please do hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.